Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Hi, how is everybody doing? And today, as you see, my desk camera is on. And yes, it was supposed to be a traditional art stream, but I have a niche and I need to satisfy it. The itch being that I have like more ideas for sculptures, including one idea that just put itself in my mind and decided to not let go. So we are doing some crafting today. So first things first, I need to check how much white I have. I have this bit of white clay. This one is white, but it's also like glittery. And there is also, I bought myself another, as if I did not have enough freaking clay. I have another batch of clay. I was, however, hoping there will be a bit more like white than this, because this idea requires me to use a lot of white. And I will explain why. Because for the past week or so, my mind says only like two things. There are only like two audio clips that are like going in my brain recently, and I felt like I need to make a sculpture out of them. So first one is this creature. I need to do this because at the ripe age of 32, I discovered where did this exact clip and sound effect came from. And it's like so cute. Like, you know, even to honor this, I have a freaking Coke today, which is very rare like right now. So whenever right now, like it was like we had like guests and there was Coke, and in my mind I was still like saying to myself, my mom let me drink Coke today, yippee! So I'm like, yes, let's do this, let's freaking do this. I need this. So I'm thinking I will do this creature. So of course I need a lot of white, or at least like slightly of white. Like maybe I will use this whole like Fimo effect, you know, or mix those two together, you know, so it will be enough. I'm thinking of shrinking it slightly down so I will have enough clay, because of course if there is any clay that I really don't have, it's white. And I was even checking my craft store and they only had this set of polymer clay. So I need to go to a different craft store, but I don't really want to do this right now because I have so many other projects and so many, like, I run out of space to actually have clay. So I need to do more sculptures and give them away in order to get more clay for the sculptures I want to keep for myself. So I have the foil today. So this is the first one. So it is like right now, every time I'm getting Coke, like at any event, my mind will go like, my mom let me drink cola. Can you believe it? Crafting and cola. Yippee! You know, and my mind just goes, I can drink cola. How cool is that? And the other one, I hope that the person who is responsible for the next one will freaking show himself here, okay? Today. Will freaking show himself. Because I'm not letting him go away with what he put my brain through. Okay? And I will say it only if this person comes here. Up until then, I'm preparing the armature for the creature. For the glorious creature. So, what I'm thinking, head with foil. body, I will try to use as much foil as I can. Of course, all the proportions are skewed because this is like, you know, very like perfectly drawn, you know, so yeah, I need to figure out the proportion, put the aluminum foil on top of everything and pray for the good proportions and good stuff. Yeah. Oh my god. So yeah, so pray for me. I whipped out the sculptures that I have not yet finished, the Pokemon sculptures, and I've also made the foil inserts for the for the next Pokemon sculpture. But again, these ones, let me bring you all of this. These ones, let me show you. These ones are supposed to be Tandemaus Pokemon. You know, these two mice that are also white. And guess who does not have any white? This girl. Like, and I want, like, I use up so much white clay that I'm thinking that maybe I should use up clay that is not white. Or try to mix like other colors or something like this, like just for the sake of using the clay, and then just paint it white. Like, this is like why I don't, like, I can't seem to find not colored like clay, like Super Sculpey. And I was so close to buy air dry clay again while I was at the store, but I was like, no, Nina, you don't need to subject yourself to air dry clay again if you have so much like clay, because with air dry clay then I need to use the half a kilo of it again. And I don't know if for 2-3 sculptures I will be able to do this. So yeah, I really hope this person appears. Like, it will explain a lot, especially a lot of the title of the stream. I really, really hope. But how was your first Tuesday? It's Tuesday. Oh my god, my days are okay. So one more layer, and I think I will call this call the head done, because I said that I want to make this a little bit smaller, which is strange. I took a ruler and IRL and I was like, yes, I want this to be like 6 centimeters tall. And when I put it in here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it's not 6 centimeters. Like, what the hell? Why did I like print it like this? But yeah, I think, whoop, don't drop stuff on the floor. Don't drop stuff on the floor, Nina. I think this will be a good head shape. Maybe a little bit elongated, you know, sideways. So let me just get just a strip of the foil, just to bulk it around the equator of this ellipsoid. Let me just make the head a little bit, yeah, a little bit more flat. Yeah, I mean, it looks good. It looks good. Okay. Finally, I put on some Christmas music. Yes, some lo-fi Christmas music. Crimbus. Like, my day today was fine, but oh my god, my boss, like, angered me today. He was like, Nina, stop being so eager, because you then need to backtrack whatever you said, and I'm like, look, like, I proposed this, like, hour, because nobody had in their calendars that this hour was taken. Not even the guests that we asked for an hour. So, bro, I was working on an incomplete data. But of course, I did not say it to him because I am a freaking pushover. I don't know. No, I need the job. So yeah, so I was like a little bit, but we have a party. We have a holiday party tomorrow, which is fun because our holiday parties in my workplace is, you know, we have a lot of people in our office. We have a lot of people in our office, like a lot. So it's not that party like, oh yeah, you will just go and mingle with your bosses, because I don't know 99% of those people. You know? I don't know anybody, almost anybody out here. So I just go, listen to some speeches, eat some food, and then go back to work. Because of course it's all during the work hours, which is great. So yeah, but so tomorrow at least will be a slightly more chill day. Oh, maybe I will do this. Yeah, it will be a slightly more chill day. Then, yeah, what will be a chill day? I think Monday, next Monday. Like, this is my last, like, full week of work. This week, before, you know, till the end of the year. So I am, okay, one leg. Okay, and I think I will make all the legs even. Although, I don't know if this person will appear. Let me check if they are active on Discord right now. They supposed are, but I believe they are preparing for their own stream. So yeah, so if he won't come by 9, I will just say, because by then I think I will be going over to prepare armature for other sculptures. Okay, let's say they are even. I don't know when I will bake them though. There will be a lot of preparations, you know, in my house. Because in my house, like, in the next couple of days. And I'm kinda worried, because I planned the stream on 23rd. Kinda planned the stream on 23rd. But I don't know how it will go. Given the amount of work that I have, you know, here in the house. You know, just Christmas preparations. Fortunately, from what I've heard from my family, we have almost all the gifts. Like, I am waiting for the I'm waiting for the for my dad's gift to arrive in the mail, and this will be pretty much all the gifts covered. So we only need to, you know, shop for food. Yeah. Okay, so this will be, let me make this leg slightly shorter by whacking it on the desk. Also, I realized that I don't have anything like, why is also the clay string today? Because I realized in order to get my acrylic markers out, I need to, you know, go and retrieve them from my wardrobe, and it's on the very top of wardrobe, so I need to pick a chair, and it's just a hassle. And I was like, I'm not a hassle right now. Sir, go get there. Hello, welcome to the stream. I'm trying to silence the voice in my brain by making clay sculptures of the like audio bits that are pretty much like what's the name? It's like, oh my god, it was the name with the worm in it. Tune worm, song worm, earworm, yeah. So yeah, with the audio bits that are like an earworm to me right now, pretty much. So yeah, so I'm sculpting them and hoping that my my brain will stop. Oh, I will be on a tablet tomorrow. Did not have like the mind for going over tablet, but I will go over tablet tomorrow, so remind me to, you know, to tell you to, you know, redline your picture. So I'm putting right now an aluminum tape and attaching the limbs to the body. This is a very big butt. It needs to be flat, pretty much. Yeah, so I have aluminum tape. Oh my god, I looked for it everywhere. Turns out my hardware store has it. Like, I was looking everywhere for it and I did not know where to find it. I was like, oh my god, I need aluminum foil, aluminum tape in order, you know, to make these sculptures, because it helps to, you know, attach pieces like this and form a better, like, surface for this, but especially to attach, like, armature pieces, like, you know, bits of foil, bits of wire, you know, together. Yeah, right now it won't stand on its own, but yeah. Yeah, I absolutely am, like, this is something that I also kind of struggle with, but the thing that helps me, I think will also help you with how to visualize this part of human body. But I need to properly, like, draw it and explain it in that way, you know, and show you how I would, like, approach this. Yeah, but how are you doing today? The worst part of aluminum tape is when it's like sticking onto you know, tries to stick to itself. Should I make a small like I don't know how to do this though. I have the polymer I have the resin, but I haven't done like small resin bottles. I need to find, because like this creature and the original audio that is associated with it, it's so cute. And of course I need to like, I want to add like a little bits of confetti around it and on it, as if you know, the confetti already like went off, and you know, and you know, as if this creature already like stopped saying he pee, you know. So I want to put like a bits of confetti around, like different colored confetti, and I want to maybe give a little like a small like bottle of cola. A small bottle of cola in these tiring times. Oh no! Oh, I'm so sorry. But I understand you. I am dealing with knee pain again. Which freaking sucks, because for example, I cannot sit like in one position for longer than an hour with my knees being like bent like this. So I need it is the worst when I'm driving in a car on the back seat, when I cannot like fully outstretch my knee, because it hurts the most when my knee is bent. And sometimes it's one knee, sometimes it's another knee. And right now it doesn't hurt on stream because I have the space underneath my desk, so my knees are not fully bent. But yes, but my knees are like there's something different, man. Like, come on. Oh, I just realized that one of these legs is much thicker than the other. Well, I just need to deal with it somehow. But yeah, but I am disappointed with the amount of white clay that I have. And I think for this creature I will mix up like iridescent clay and white clay to get more white clay. And I don't actually mind that it will have a slight like iridescent shift, because I have like this Fimo effect. And it, oh my god, if I can show it, like it glisters a little bit. It has a little bit of hollow glitter inside. So it's cool. So I want to mix it with the regular white, preferably this one. Yeah, preferably the bigger one, in order to make the creature. And then I hope someone will come in here so I can like publicly bash him and blame him for the next sculpture, for which I will also like try and prepare the armature for this stream. Like this stream will be like pretty much also like crafting an armature doing. Like, I don't know if I will be like doing any sculpting today. But hey, what is new? Like, oh my god, it's so rare that I actually finish art on the art stream. But yeah, what I wanted to say. Oh, I am hyped for Christmas, but I'm also hyped. I'm always hyped for Christmas. I love Christmas. it's for me, it's such a cool time. And of course I like presents. Like, who doesn't like gifts? Who doesn't like gifts? Making gifts and getting gifts. And I got my first, like, I'm on a, like, I am participating in like 3 Secret Santas total. And I got already like 1 Secret Santa present, and it's so cute. I got axolotl socks. Socks with axolotls. Like, no, let me show you what I got. Let me show you what I got. Oh my god, my antlers. Stay here. Let me show you what I got. So yeah, so here we had to like roughly stay, because it was on the server where someone could like not know one another like all too well, but it's still like pretty small server. And yeah, look, I got the socks. This is the right or left sock, and this is the other sock. This is like these are one of these socks that they are like different but matching at the same time, and they have axolotls. Like, look at them, white balance. Camera, stop, like, oh my god, you see how strange it is? Like, I move my hand like slightly higher and limit the amount of blue, and it just becomes grayscale. Oh my god. But yeah, look at those. And also I got a little handmade, because this person has a friend who did little Baymax, and he's a magnet. So it fits, because my family is crazy about magnets. Something which I did not mention, but it fits amazing. And I will steal him when I will move out and put on my fridge. So yeah. So I got 1, and the other 2 are comic related. So I am still in the process of drawing my parts. Because yes, I joined 2 Secret Santas on 2 other webcomic servers, and yeah, fortunately I did not get the same person in both of these. It would be crazy if I did. It would be crazy. I would be like, what are you doing here? But yeah, I have the concept, I have the sketches, I finished backgrounds on 1, which is like my biggest, like, usually my biggest hurdle, backgrounds. Yeah, I finished backgrounds on 1. Like, bro, I hope this creature will stay on its own. Also, I need to rotate its head, so it will be like this, you know? Yeah, so it will be closer to the reference. So I need to put it somewhere like this, okay? Like, in theory I can use like hot glue or something, but I don't have my hot glue gun out right now, so I'm like, I just hope that with the amount of clay I will put on top of the creature, that it won't like topple over or be unbalanced. In this case, I will absolutely need to sculpt the Coke bottle out of clay and actually put somewhere in here to, you know, counterbalance. Don't lose your head. I'm putting another piece of tape in here. Oh my god, I already see it will be so cute. It will be so cute. It will fit so well with my Pepe. Like, I should start, like, making memes and selling them. Like, making memes on demand. Like, making, like, these little, like, trinket sculptures and making them on demand. But given how successful I am right now with my current commissions, like, I doubt anybody is, like, willing to spend any kind of money on me. Although people are waiting, but people in Poland are waiting on a printed run on my webcomic. And I really hope to do this next year. Like, to prepare the first volume of Never Too Late, at least in Polish, and, you know, print it. But yeah, it will be very limited run considering how much it costs. I will probably print like 100 like pieces, and it's still only in Polish. I don't know about English run yet. I want to for sure compile like a PDF of English and Polish, you know, to put on my Ko-Fi shop, but I don't know about the physical versions. Oh my god, look at this. It will be like, right now it looks like it's like covered in like those disco mosaic, but no, it's only aluminum foil. Okay, so yeah, next one. I want to make a rubber duck. This is not the part of the idea of the other like audio earworm that got stuck in my head. I just want a rubber ducky. I just want a rubber ducky, okay? Yeah, like, I am down to it. Like, I can, right now in Poland, like, right now me being in Poland, like, I can ship to almost everywhere, with exception being, like, parts of the Ukraine. I think Russia also is on the banned list. Wait, I will even check. Where I can, like... yeah. What are the current, like... yeah. Yeah, where I can send, like, international packages. Oh, yeah, important. No, it used to be so, like, so on the, like, on the main site where you can or cannot, like, send your package. Oh my god, they changed the layout. Ah. Why it's not sending? Gdzie Poczta Polska nie wysyła paczek? O. Okay, so yeah, so certain Ukraine postal codes, and yeah, and slightly like, but I thought I saw like Israel and like Lebanon here on the list. Like, the list like used to be like much more expensive, I believe. Like, especially during COVID days where they were like, oh, we are not you know, getting any packages, you know, remember this? web packages were like held in the quarantine. I remember. But yes, and it was like the whole like deal, and there were like big bunch of like stuff that you could or cannot like send, and there was like big list that was like updated weekly. And right now I cannot see it. It only says about Ukraine and some packages that are headed to US. Maybe because of the tariffs. You know? But I don't know, I believe like they couldn't like ship to Russia or to Belarus. But maybe they still do, but maybe they still don't, but the information is like more covered. That, you know, unless you ask for Russia, only then they can say, ha ha ha, no, you know. Also, what would this ducky have? Because I kinda, on one hand, I had never had a rubber ducky and I think they are so freaking cute, but on the other hand, like plain rubber ducky is like if I'm already like going out of my way to sculpt a rubber ducky, I need this to be more mine, you know? Or something like, have something connected to me. So I was thinking like maybe add some elements, like a spark, you know, the spark that you see like all over my channel, you know, and in my like comics and stuff. And I was using this spark emoji before the freaking AI so get off me. I use them first. My comics are more like magical, you know, than whatever algorithm you have like inside your freaking LLM. So yeah, what I am like thinking when it comes to this duck, it's like to make it more like mine and like correspond to my comics somehow. I don't know how, but somehow. Okay, will the proportions be alright? And I also like someone on the server was like, not on some server but on other server that I am, showed me like the new ducks that are in the classic Placid Rubber Duck game. Yeah, oh my god. And I love Sparks emoji, like, oh my god, this is my favorite emoji. Like, you know what emoji can AI have? I will show you what emoji can they have. I will freaking show you. You know, let me just boot up Twitch from here because something broke in my plugin and it locked me off from my stream. Oh, maybe it didn't? Okay, let me show you what emoji they can have. If my emoji like... if my emojis like load. they won't load. Great, let's switch back to multi-chat and let me write it here. Like, oh wait, Twitch has the different emojis. I want the regular emojis, yes, here. Okay, this one they can take. Because this is the perfect way to describe. They can take this emoji like. I will give it away. I will not be remotely like sad of not being able to express my grossness. No, express my disgust rather. You know, I will deal with the lack of vomit emoji. If this means that I can have my... If this means that I can have... Oh, okay, these are cute proportions. These are cute proportions. I'm keeping them. And I am thinking that maybe I should make the beak already and the tail already with the foil to save up on the clay, but I will be using the yellow clay that I have like in abundance. Do I even have like an abundance of yellow clay? I have one like bit here, but I had like more of it. Oh wait, I have more of it for Psyduck here, okay. But let's make a little tail, a little snubby tail. So I'm thinking about making this like ducky, more like something mine, you know? Oh, beautiful. It will look beautiful right here. So I need to attach it properly. Yes, you use more aluminum tape. Like, and this stuff, like I can't believe like this stuff is also so cheap. Like this whole roll of aluminum tape cost as much as like one like cube of this like particular clay. Like I swear to a thing. Like it was so hard. Like I didn't know where to find it because it was not in my craft store or anywhere, and I saw every crafter on YouTube using this, and I was like, it has to be like available somewhere. And lo and behold, we were looking for a different stuff in the hardware store. We were looking for a plumbing tape. You know, because we had to fix something. Yeah, me and my dad were looking for a plumbing tape because we ran out of plumbing tape, and there it was, like the whole freaking roll of aluminum tape, and I was like, oh my god, I will take it. This is Circle Getter. My instincts about like buying stuff are so bad right now. Like I bought, and it's coming my way, I bought myself because I realized during an event, one of the events on the server that I'm in, you know, and I realized every time I draw my character's dog, it looks different each time I draw it. With each iteration, I was like, no, I need to find a way. So I bought a figurine of a dog. And it's coming my way, so I will repaint it so it resembles more the you know, the coat of the dog he actually has. And I don't need more crap, but you know. And also I did something also like I also did something like not smart. I bought even more acrylic markers, and they are coming my way. They are due to be here between January and February because they're coming from China, and up until this day I need to figure out where to actually store them. Because oh my god, I wanted this set. Once I used this set like my friend that I was tabling with at con had this set, and I was like, and she was like, yeah, go on, let's kill some time, let's actually like use it, like let's actually like, you know, do something like creative and you know, more chill out, you know, we were still happy at the table and looking out for any thieves. Fortunately there were none, you know, but I used this like and she was like, oh, I bought them on AliExpress, and I was like, I checked the price and it was like pretty hefty because it's like a big set of like 200 colors or something like this, or something absolutely like crazy like this, and I was like, oh, I probably don't have like space for that, but I used them and I was like, oh my god, it's so like amazing. And they have a brush tip, and yes, I have means to afford them, but I don't have space. Just because I have means doesn't mean there is something that that I actually have to do. Also, I realized this duck has very like big cavity on one side of its head, so I'm filling this in, and I will just patch it up with the aluminum tape. But yeah, I definitely YOLO'd. But recently I did like a good cleanup on all my tabs. Like right now I have like only 50 tabs open on my phone, which is great because you know, I used to have like a lot of tabs, so much that it will like it rejected to display the number of the tabs I had on. Because, you know, I had like, oh, there's like this blue sky link to the store of this artist that I want to see. Oh, this is the link for the stuff I want to buy. Oh, these are like 20 ads for the 20 tabs just for the freaking house hunting, you know? There's the tab for the online dating that I haven't checked in 6 months, but maybe I will. And there's regular tabs for, you know, Blue Sky DeviantArt to check on my comics and the stats and answer the comments and stuff, and, you know, it's a lot. And I was like, no, I need to actually like start using bookmarks and like clean up. So I saved some of the links, put them in a note, and then send it on a computer, and they are still like not like super like cleaned on the computer. But I also cleaned the bookmarks here on my like I cleaned the bookmarks here on my main computer, which is great because I still had like the saved bookmarks from when I was migrating my data between computers. It's stuff that happened like 2 years ago, and I still haven't checked out, but I did right now. So I am proud of myself that I did the clean up here. But yeah. You know what's funny? Rubber ducks are not a Polish thing. Like, I've never had a rubber duck, like, growing up. Nor I've seen, like, there were, like, rubber toys, like, made of, like, cheap vinyl or something, or even squeaky toys, you know? But, like, nothing like this. Like, this wasn't, like, my thing, but I only saw them in the American movies. And I was like, why it's not a thing here? Why it's not a thing here? Like, it would be so cute if it was a thing, you know? The Harvelix, hello! Welcome to the stream! How are you doing? What will be in the future a sculpture of a rubber ducky? And I'm making this, like, foil abomination of rubber duck again, right now, in order to save on material and save on weight. So yeah. I think there's like some murmur coming from the background. I hear my mom like talking on a phone, and it's probably the murmur. I hope you don't understand anything. Like, I cannot hear them, but it's because I have the headphones on. Hoping you don't hear her either, because there might be some top secret things going on in the background. Oh, you're from Czech Republic. Nice. Like, right now I see rubber duckies more like as a souvenir thing, you know, as a collectible, rather than, you know, a toy you actually have as a child or an adult for your bath. Like, the amount of stores with like rubber ducks, including some like really cursed ones in Berlin and in Amsterdam, is so freaking damn high. Like, and I think I saw one of those stores in when I was in Prague. We got like more Western stuff. And absolutely, I'm not denying there were absolutely no toys for like playing in a bath or in pool or in lake, because there were usually like the big bodies of water that you could like swim in as a child. Maybe sea, if your parents were like reckless enough to put you actually in the sea. Yeah. But I think it is. But oh my god, one of them was so cursed, because I think you can make a duck, you know, that you can make a themed ducks, but when it's cursed is when you mix a duck with other animals, especially animals that are not birds. So my shock and kind of disgust when I saw a rubber ducky that was an elephant and had a trunk just over the beak going here and the elephant ears, and was all gray, and it was like you had a beak and the elephant trunk at the same time, and it's like some things should not be mixed together, and this was one of them. And I said, as someone who loves birds, like I had like an obsession about birds. I actually wanted to be an the bird scientist, ornithologist. Yes, Nina, ornithologist when I was like 7, and I had this one book about birds, one about the birds, one about the birds, the seabirds, and one about water birds, and one about the land birds. And I love this book so dearly. It was like my favorite book. And I would draw all these birds all the time and read the book and recognize every freaking bird that I passed. Like, granted, there were not many of them here, but I still can see whether it's a crow, whether it's a raven, whether it's a, oh my god, magpie, or to differentiate, you know, I'm always happy when I see the blue teeth. Blue teeth are goats. I love them. Every time I see blue teeth, I know it's close to winter, because I see them only in winter. So yeah, I love them. Yes, I was also so jealous. So yes, as an adult, I'm sculpting myself one. And make it all like cute and mine. Okay, so let me just put the flat, make it flat at the bottom, and yes, so this is another armature. And the third armature, okay, it's 9 p.m. and I will tell you something. There's one person who visits my chat like often recently. His name is Dead Bees, and he sent me a message one day, and he said like, this shit is baNinas, B-A-N-I-NI-NAS, and I was like, this is a good pun. This is kind of a good pun to my name. And I was like, I cannot get this out of my head. I actually can't. Like, I need a clear soundbite actually right now. Like right now my brain is like, this shit is baNinas, B-A-N-I-NI-NAS, and I'm like, oh. Like, literally, this is my brain, and this prompted me to draw something. And I like it so much. Like, I don't know why. Like, this derpy face is amazing, and I actually want to make it in clay. I don't know why, but I have an itch. Like, I drew this. Like, this is so stupid. This is so silly. But yes. But yes, exactly. My brain went baNinas, and I need to have, like, feel the itch. Like, get this itch, and yeah. And only a select few people right now saw this picture, like, yesterday. It was like crazy. So yeah, so this one I actually want to be like full size. So this is one why I need white clay. There's a lot of white clay required for all of these. Like, I'm not scared about aluminum foil. I can get aluminum foil, even like the cheaper or the more premium kinds. Like the value or the not value or whatever. I can get this, but not the white clay. And which is strange, because in my craft store there was like an air dry clay, but you know, as I said before, I don't want to use the whole like half a kilo again, because I doubt I will feel like all of these free, like with half a kilo worth of the aluminum foil of clay, you know. And at the same time, they did not have any like white color. They only had like stone color and terracotta color, and I'm like, why? I would absolutely love to. I would absolutely love to. I want to actually make the video, like the short video, like explaining this joke, and actually have like a little animatic with these, like with the music backing. With I actually like downloaded, you know, the audio, of this like bead from the Hollaback Girl, you know, and I need to like kind of change the you know, the A to E somehow. And I don't know if my editing skills are like high enough to actually find the instance of letter I being spelled out like this, like Gwen Stefani, and put it in this, like, you know, and put it in here. But oh my god, I just realized I whip out all this clay, like I have like 48 colors here, I have a bit here, I have the whole packet here, and I probably won't be able even to put any bit of clay in here. Because I will probably just be making armatures right now. I have so many like ideas for clay sculptures, while I could be drawing Secret Santa pictures. Into the hobby of making clay figures, I've watched a lot of YouTube, and I was like, this looks easy, and this looks fun, this looks something like I would be able to do, so yeah. This is exactly how it happened. Like, I was not, like, I knew what clay was, like, I was, when I was a kid, there was a time where each year we would go to one particular workshop in my area, where they actually like held like classes for like sculpting in clay, glazing, you know, and they would like fire it and then send to our school. So it was like a after school like trip, a long, like a day-long trip for like bunch of 7, 8, and 9 years old. And one year they would have like these like big like clay and fired cats out of the mold, and we were just like painting them with like acrylic paints. One year we were making our own mugs, which of course my mug is probably like was discarded somewhere like a very long time ago, because it actually like you know, the ear of the mug broke, because of course we were a freaking kids trying to securely, like, not knowing a thing, and it was like the real clay, the real like earth, like terracotta clay that you know you need to wet, and you have your whole hands dirty, and then you had to fire it in a clean for like the whole freaking day, you know. So it was this kind of a deal. And we were like going there like yearly, and on one year I did an elephant sculpture, because I was so much after like the bird face, there came elephant face. I was collecting elephants, and elephants like figures like crazy, so of course I had to do my own elephant figure. Oh, I remember one year we were also glazing, this time, a piggy bank. I don't know where this piggy bank is, but I remember I put like $$ signs instead of eyes in mine. And I was fighting for the light pink glaze, and then I was kind of disappointed because the glaze was so uneven, even though it looked so even when I was painting it. You know, but only this is what you realize after firing, you know, the clay. And firing the glaze afterwards. But yeah, but there was like a piggy bank out of the mold, and we were like painting with the proper clay glaze paint, you know, so they would fire also them. I remember this piggy bank. I don't know what happened to it. Again, might be in the basement, might be in the trash somewhere, but it was already so many years ago. But yeah, but after like, but I know like clay being like more as dirty, like I saw people like making things on pottery wheel, you know, and also like getting their hands dirty, getting everything dirty, and yeah, and then firing it and stuff. So I know that clay was a big deal, you know, that you you know, that you need to properly fire and stuff. And some years ago, like for sure a lot more years ago, like even more than 5 years ago, I stumbled upon YouTube videos and people were using like clay and say they bake it in an oven. And I was like, you can bake clay in an oven? Like, you don't need to leave it like out of the town in like this shed for it to bake for the whole day. You can bake it in your own regular oven. It turns out you can, but it has to be a special type of clay. I was also like as a kid using modeling clay, which is kind of similar to polymer clay, but the way you used to harden it was by boiling it in water, which was so strange for me. And also my sculptures, you know, I was a freaking kid, were not like great. Were not like amazing and great, so I was like, you know, not like super happy about the outcome, and usually they were for some sort of school projects or something. Of course, I was also doing stuff with the plasticine, but of course, the thing is with the plasticine is that plasticine never hardens. It's more oil-based, so it never truly like hardens and like, yeah. Never really like goes away, which made it like so sad when you like sculpted something with plasticine and then you dropped it and it's like all smooshed on one side, or if you don't handle it correctly, and of course if there is like any speckle of dust on the plasticine, you cannot get rid of it in any way because it's stuck. It's freaking glued in there, so you have to deal with it. And yeah, and I was like not vibing with this aspect of clay and like sculpting stuff in the school setting, you know. Okay, this needs to be taller and thicker. So more aluminum foil. And yes, so I tried first clay I bought was the Fimo ones. I saw them in stores and I was like, oh my god, this is the brand that people were talking about. This is the, you know, the Fimo one. And I bought the primary colors, black and white. And you know, on and off, when I have an itch that I actually want to sculpt some things, I whip out the clay and just do this. And I'm not like the greatest sculptor. This is the first thing. But second off, I don't sculpt often. Like, I have a phase that I am like, I need to sculpt right now. And I gathered all the ideas that I had for sculptures up until like this time, and just I sculpt everything all at once. And yeah, I'm not like the type that's like all sculpting. So if you came for sculpting streams, I'm sorry, they're like very like once a month occurrence, you know, like at this point of time. I'm mostly an art channel, so I mostly draw. I mostly paint, but mostly draw digitally and traditionally. I try to put them like half in half. Spend half of my stream time streaming digitally, half of my stream time drawing traditionally, you know, to mix it up. And I was, you know, everybody will tell you that when it comes to drawing, I was like drawing since the beginning. Like, I liked coming up with those stories. I was a kid, so I was mostly like, I really like cartoons, so of course I drew my cartoon characters, and I was thinking of a new like crossovers and new like adventures for them that they could, you know, be inserted into, and it was fun for me. And Then like school came, so of course I was doing more school projects than my projects. Of course, people were like, you know, I liked drawing, so I was like good at those, but you know, this wasn't a thing that I wanted to do. Even though I started love drawing, then I had a pivot and I wanted to be an architect. So I really liked to draw like isometric buildings and stuff. Even though this is not what real architects do, but I was really like into like games and building in Sims, you know, at this time. And then after some time, due to like mental health stuff, I pretty much very rarely draw. Like, I would say I pretty much stopped drawing altogether. Like, I was still appreciating art. I was still thinking, oh, it would be nice to draw. Maybe I draw something out of the blue. But it was all like more in the sphere of like wishful thinking. In the sphere of like wishful thinking of I wish there was something like more that will come out of my drawing, you know. Something more like something good, you know. And I was not drawing that much, and yeah, and I had like absolutely like kind of lost the passion for stuff I was doing up until then. So yeah, so definitely not true that you need to be depressed in order to produce the better art. No, absolutely not. So when high school came, I discovered manga, and I was like so like caught by it. I was like, oh my god, you can make a comic that is not about like adventure or like oh, and in Polish, oh my, well, Bolek and Lolek, Bolek i Lolek is pretty much, they are pretty much mute the whole like cartoon. There were a lot of mute cartoons, you know, at that time. Or cartoons with only like music and sound effects, because nobody wanted to pay like actors, pay like, you know, there were no budgets for like voice actors or like, you know, or to localize them, you know. You can only have like localize the front panel and the credits, and that's it. Like, I remember, I need to show you something. I remember the little mall, you know? And of course, when I was in Prague, I of course had to fall in the tourist trap and buy myself a little mall. So yeah. Yes! Krteczek! Like, I had to. I freaking had to at this point. And I wasn't that long ago in Prague. Wait, when I was? It was during the May weekend. Wait, pictures. Where I was in Prague. It was last year, in 2024. Yeah, it was last year. Also, why there are no pictures from Prague in my Prague folder? Probably because I still have it in 2024 folder. Oh my god. There's so much stuff in this folder. Oh my freaking god. Yeah, all the stuff to sort. Ah. But I'm wondering why it's not... okay. I will investigate it later. It is a national treasure, yes. Yes, it is. I have also a mascot of Miś Uszatek, and I think I will start like, you know, there is like, I think I need to have more appreciation for the stuff that, you know, people were struggling in the communist era, and I need to have more appreciation about the things that came in that era, because this is what shaped my parents, and this is what kind of shaped me, because in the 90s there were still like stuff that was made before, you know? We were not like flooded by anime that was translated from Italian, or from mangas that were like, you know, contrabanded from like Germany, or we weren't flooded with any like American production. Like there was still like this strange amalgamation of like closeted Polish culture and the new like wave. And it's like there's something like I was born in 93, but I look so fondly on like all the stuff I watched as a child, but because of this strange like amalgamation of like IPs from a lot of eras. Like I feel nostalgia for things that I shouldn't have nostalgia for. Like by the time I was born, like Kteczek was not produced like there were no new episodes. Yeah, same. Oh my god, it was so much like American Dream. And of course, you had like the best time during the communist era if any of your relatives like lived like somewhere on the west. Like you have an aunt in America, in Chicago, hello, that could send you like all the good clothes, all the good toys, you know? The types that you've never seen before, you know, or from Germany, you know. And it's like, and right now when I see what's happening in the US, I'm like, oh my god, what the heck happened? Like yeah, like, and I said it, but it was already in the 90s. My grandma went to Germany for work, because this was also a reality of many people. And my grandma went to Germany for work, as I actually had like a relative outside, and she would send us like the German sweets and stuff, and yeah, and whenever right now I am in Germany, like in Berlin or in Frankfurt. I was only in I was in Munich, I was in Berlin twice, and in Frankfurt for a concert. But every time we are in Germany, we go to the store and we buy those like Giotto, those little like the strip. They feel like with little like Raffaello like balls that are like covered in like grounded hazel. Like they are so good, but they are only in Germany. Or whenever we can, we also stash ourselves with Bavarian mustard. I am not a fan of mustard, but Bavarian mustard is so freaking good. I love it, and I like cry. And I literally like no, not literally, but I am so like, this is one thing that I miss so much from Germany. That I can get like like Bavarian mustard, because it's not like any other mustard that I've ever tasted, and it's so freaking good. Yes, our history is so interesting, and I'm like still astonished that how the heck did anybody in my country like survive the communist era, given how many like stupid hoops you had to go through just to do like regular things, or how many queues you had to stand in to get like food, or how many like organizing you had to do just to go to vacation. Like organize, like everything was regulated, especially like in the 80s, where stuff started to like absolutely decline economically. I think this will be the good shape. I will now cover it around with the aluminum tape to keep the foil intact, because there were a couple of pieces of foil in here, you know. But yeah, but going back to the story of me and like drawing, like I discovered manga and it just absolutely blew my mind, because up until now, like I only know comics from like superhero comics and like Witch, which is the Italian magical girl, like super powers, magical powers adventure. I still need to collect all the omnibus tomes. I have only one. I remember I was like reading these like crazy. And of course play pretend with the friends like outside, you know. Yeah. Like stuff that you like absolutely like take for granted, like having sugar or meat. Like if you imagine like right now you can eat meat every day. And back then you had so little meat in your like regulated like stuff, like, and when I think like how many like stupid like mental stuff like this came from, mental stuff, like stupid mentality that came from this era. Like I think like communism, and I think I told this like last stream, I think communism like broke the society, because you had to fend for yourself, and you also like had to like, oh, I know the guy who knows a guy who can like trade this favor with me in order so I can like get something out of it. Like this amount of being like abusing the system at the same time, but the system was abusive, but absolutely like abusing like the gray area and being like so like hehehe, I wonder, you know, what I can do to make my neighbors suffer, like stuff like something like this kind of like jealousy, this kind of like mindset of like thinking how to one up like one another, or like to get a favor from someone in order to, you know, get to the doctor's office or get a brand new product or something like this. Like it is absolutely crazy for me, and I'm like, I won't pretend that I was like, my parents were not part of this system, because of like my grandpa, he was, when he was alive, bless his soul, he's like no longer with us, but my grandpa, he was a regional manager of retail, which was big deal in here, and he had so many like connections and networking, and he could like literally call the store and say, hey, leave a bit 1 kilogram of meat for here, of meat for me, I will pick it after work. And he could do this, and he could like be like, oh, you know mom, there are like now new stuff, you know, coming in, it's called a radio, I will you know, hook you up to it, you know. And my great grandpa was like, I don't need no damn thing. But then radio was her favorite thing, actually. Like allegedly, according to sources. And by sources being my grandma and my mom. So yeah, or oh, let me hook you to the freezer. This new brand thing, like fridge and freezer, because of course we are also talking about like 50s and 60s. You know, when in small cities like electricity and having like household appliances that run on electricity and not having like a fridge like in your cellar. You know, the cellar being the fridge itself because of the cool temperatures in cellars, you know. You know, that like that thing, like, you know, and he actually like was able to, you know, get a TV for the house, hook like his like family and my grandma's family to a TV, to a radio, to a fridge, to like household appliances, which was like you would have to like put so much money for this and stand in such a long queues for that. And my grandpa could like, you know, through his connections be like, oh yeah, I'm your manager, just, you know, secure a radio or two for me, you know? Which is crazy. And on the flip side, I hear my dad who said he was waiting for 2 months to get a radio. He was waiting in a queue, and I was like, how the heck could you wait in queue? Like, don't you have like school or have to sleep? And he says, no. We had a list. There was one person who made a list and he was like checking an attendance for the queue. Like, what the heck? Like, I stood in like long queues, but there were like queues, for example, for a concert admission. Like, I stood in those for like 2 hours even before the concert. Like, and I cannot imagine like having like to have like an attendance picked up periodically because the queue was so long that you know, you would have to literally wait for days. And oh my god, I absolutely like cannot like imagine living in that era. Like, and knowing me and me being like, I'm super paranoid. Like, I know if I was living in this era, I would be scared AF, like, of saying anything, because I would be scared of like spies. Like, yep, exactly. Like, oh my god, like, I absolutely cannot imagine. Okay, this head shape is pretty close. Of course, there will be a layer of clay around it. The hair I will actually like make just with clay without armature. I think it will be #good enough. And also I have a lot of brown and a lot of black, so I will mix something up. Okay, let me just smoosh the face a little bit. Here, and what will the... Yeah, I think it should be here. Okay, tape. I need tape. I need to get off part of the tape. Nah. Okay, I got it. Okay, and on the other side to secure it better. And then arms and legs. One leg is not visible, but I need to sculpt 2 of the legs because, well, you know, I have 2 legs. right now. I mean, it kind of looks like the Metapod Pokemon, but no. Actually, like, I remember when there was like a fad to have like a banana costume. Like, it was like, or like a T-Rex costume. Oh, thank you for coming, Sir Go Getter. I hope to see you around, and definitely remind me. Remind me, like, just shoot me a DM or anything, you know, and be like, Nina, you promised to, you know, look at my art and like give me advice, and I will be like, oops, oh my god, sorry, let me get to this ASAP, you know. So yeah, I implore you to do this. Okay? It's a promise. It's not a threat, it's a promise. These legs are so, arms and legs are so stumpy and silly. Like, but I remember I based it on the other picture. Like, there was like this like derpy like marshmallow picture, and no, not from the Odd Ones Out, not the Odd Ones Out type of marshmallow person, but the other one, and I cannot remember the artist name or how to even look at it. Look for it, you know. And I need help because I remember like okay. One stamp, yes. I told you there will be no clay today. I told you there will be no clay today. Like on a YouTube video, it's all so quick. So quick on YouTube. Okay, hashtag good enough. Let me put thin pieces of tape around both of these. Oh my god! Oh my god! Well, I can show you like, well, it is not a secret actually, because I think this stuff was pretty common back in the communist era, but I still have like a micrometer that my grandpa had, and it has like some, and it has like, oh yeah, it cost 20 kopiejek, 20 kopiejka, and I'll try to read Cyrillic off of it. And also I wonder if I still have it. I have a very old like pocket atlas from like 85, 1985, and it's like, and it's the only way I can read Cyrillic was I was bored at my grandma's, and I had this like atlas, and I had this like atlas, and I tried to read the country names and correlate the symbols to the you know, correlate the symbols to the sounds and Polish names, you know. But is there any secret? Oh my god, I can tell you something. I can tell you something. This is like a of me, like, and me believing in misconceptions. Like, had a misconception or of something, and then being so disappointed because my great grandfather died at a very young age. Like, he was in his 40s, and he died in 1944, and during the war. And I was like asking grandma, like, how did her dad died, and I thought he died on a war or something, in a battle, or was a soldier, or suffered when Nazis burned the village of my grandma. And she was like, no, he went to chop the wood, he undressed himself, got tuberculosis, and died. And I was like, well, this changes a lot. Like, and when you realize that even during the war, people were like dying out of like more or less natural causes because of the lack. Well, it was like still, it was a war, and it was like a small village, so of course the healthcare was very limited. Even if it was not a war, healthcare was very limited. And yeah, this is pretty much how my great grandfather died. But when I think like how much, like, I think about my parents' lives sometimes, especially considering their parents and also my grandparents' life, considering like the relationship with their parents, and how must have felt for like my grandma or my dad to lose a parent like so early in their lives. Like, my grandma was 9 at the time, and my dad was 20 when his father and my grandpa died. And I like cannot like I try to empathize because like I was like my dad was on a work like, it wasn't a work trip, but it was like I can't say much, like too much of details, but my dad was drafted, and he was not here like for a couple of months, and we were like wondering like he left like all the like details, to banks and stuff, and I was already like an adult, but I was still in college. My sister was still in high school, and mom was still working, but we had like dad was also taking care of banking stuff and things, a big chunk of like had his role, of course. And I think like how like similar he must have felt when his dad died, because like suddenly he's like taking over the roles that and the chores and the stuff that his dad like was taking care of, and yeah, and it was like even more so strange because there was an accident when my dad was drafted, an accident at his workplace when he was drafted, and we were not sure like what's going on, and if like it happened like already like so many years ago. It was over like what, it was 2013, like it was already like 12 years ago. But like we were wondering, like when things like this happen at his, like when people are drafted, all the communication is like cut off with the external world until they conduct their own investigation, and then they can like do any like press release or inform the family. So we were like I was thinking, like, what if one of the casualties was my dad, and I was like right there, like being 20, and suddenly, like, you know, being the age that my dad lost his dad, like, and I, like, you know, like, it was, like, for me, it was hard to process, like, what kind of, like, I tried to, like, empathize, like, what stuff my dad could feel like at this time when he was, like, such a fresh adult, like, maybe not knowing where to exactly go with life, and losing, like, a parent. Yeah, it was like scary. It was. And yeah, we were absolutely, like, scared. And even, like, during this time when my dad was drafted, his mother and my paternal grandmother fell ill, and it turns out it was cancer, and it was so late discovered, like, it was covered so much, like, she was like the picture of health, but something, like, absolutely, like, broke inside her body, and the doctor said that her liver looked like someone who was an alcoholic. And if there is one thing I can tell you about my grandma, is that she never freaking drank. I never saw her, like, drunk on any, like, family gathering, or, like, drink like at all, like. And they were like, the first thing they were asking is if she's abusing alcohol, and I'm like, and we were all like shocked to see, like, it was like, no, you know, like, absolutely, there were no, like, signs before. And she died when my dad was drafted, so calling him when it was like 4 a.m. at our time, like, I think he knew that when we called him, you know, over the Skype, because we could call him, like when he did not have a shift, and of course, you know, count in the head what time is it, where he is. But I think, like when my mom picked the phone from his brother, who was by my grandma, I already knew that it's not good news. Like, he wouldn't be calling so early in the morning for anything else, but this, you know. And you know, and I think when we called Dad, that he already knew that it's 4 a.m. in Poland. Like, there is no other, like, there is no other reason why they would call so early. Exactly, freaking exactly. Yeah, like, my grandma, she was the true definition of the strong village woman. Like, she was a freaking Terminator. Like, she had no painkillers in her house. Nothing. And I was a person, I was a kid. I don't know, I still to this day don't know why. I suffered from such a great migraines as a kid. Like it was like a monthly occurrence for me, and nobody knows why. I did the CT scan, you know, of my head. You know, I had the electrodes here to check my brain, like, functioning, and there was absolutely nothing. And once I start being like 18, suddenly like painkillers started working for me, and the amount of headaches like disappeared. It was so strange. I don't know why, but I need to investigate this further, like in case something like this would happen to my kids, you know. And it was a pain when a migraine like this would happen in my grandma's house. Yeah, and there were absolutely no painkillers. But yeah, but she had only like band-aids in her house. Band-aids only. Like, what? Like, she was a freaking Terminator. And her house, oh my god, her house. It was the house on the highest floor, by the roof, and it was very cold. It was very cold. And also she was very frugal, so she, you know as heck that she was not like turning on the radiators, you know, to pay for the heating, you know. Like, she was a freaking Terminator. And on the other hand, my maternal grandma already was like having problems with the high blood pressure, you know, having to wear glasses, you know, even stronger glasses, like having this problem, that problem. And she's still kicking, you know? Like, this was so sudden and so, like, we could not comprehend it. Like, how could a person this lively and this healthy could be like within years, I believe, like be gone. And I'm sorry if this is a very hard topic, like, I don't know what came over me to like remind myself like of these like past, like, you know, events. I don't know why. It must be like my brain just going from topic to topic and like thinking about nostalgia, thinking about past. I don't know. It's probably... It's probably why, because I'm literally fueled by nostalgia. Which might be a sign of autism, I don't know. My mom like tries to diagnose me. Like, but she tries to self-diagnose me, and she says, something must have gone like a strange way. Like, especially when there is now bigger autism awareness, especially, you know, when it comes to being diagnosed around like, you know, in women, you know. And I can see that, but I'm not officially diagnosed, so the only symptoms I have is the one that my mom finds in me, which is great and reassuring. You know, absolutely not feeling like you know, absolutely not like feeling like a weirdo, not, you know, not like connected to the society for that. Absolutely not. But this will explain a lot of things. Okay, let me now try and hold it. With my left hand, which is useless. Should probably just try and... How did I do this? Yeah. Stardust Wyvern! Oh my god! Hello! I haven't seen you before on my streams. Hello! Everybody, Stardust Wyvern here on YouTube does videos about Sims 2 and about Rock Band. And it's amazing. And absolutely you should go to follow him for an absolutely unconventional Sims 2 gameplay. Like, I swear I've never seen anybody plays the Sims like he does. And thank you. Like, absolutely, I have never seen anybody like play the Sims like he does. Like, he usually does like one-off challenges, but he has so many like punny names for his Sims, and yeah. I'm unfortunately like finishing very soon. Like, it's around, like, I stream for around 2 hours and it's almost the second hour. I will just try and attach the limbs here for this armature before I prepare like clay to, you know, cover it with. So yeah, so I have the yippee, you know, creature. I have baNina that literally like was born like 3 days ago. This concept. And I have a little rubber ducky that I'm thinking what to do with it in order to make it more like me. Yeah. I still need to do the latest like Brawl in the Family of yours. And then I will be all caught up. Oh, I don't know how it is in your time zone. I stream on 8 p.m. Central European Time. It's usually like, I think 3 p.m. Pacific is like 9 p.m. my time, so it would be like 2 p.m. Pacific time. If I do my math correctly. Okay, so for this one, I'm not worried about the balance that much, because there will be like 3 points where this sculpture can touch the floor, like 2 legs and the tip of the banana. So I'm not worried about the stability of this one. Of course, not worried about the stability of this one, because look how much surface this duck has, you know, to be here. But I'm worried about the stability of the EP creature, because it has 4 very thin legs, and I worry how it will be with the clay around the head, because it will make the head so big. I worry it might topple. So yeah. My friend Sam, she goes by California time. Usually when she says her schedule, I think it is like... Let me quickly boot up time zone converter. Poland. The whole Poland is in one time zone. California. Let it be like San Francisco. Yeah, so right now it's 1 p.m. in California. Wait, was it Eastern that I mistook? Maybe she said 2 p.m. Eastern. Wait, what if it was like 21? Okay, so it's 11 a.m. in San Francisco. It must be 1 p.m. in Florida? No, not the Florida in Uruguay. I mean Florida, USA. Yeah, it's 2 p.m. Eastern. Okay, I mixed the Pacific and Eastern together. So yeah, so she goes by Eastern time. Yeah, I think she... no, even though she was living in California, she was mentioning her time in Eastern. For her Florida... For her Florida? For her Florida. Viewers. Okay, is this a good position for the leg? I think it is. Oh, I heard about the traffic. The monstrous traffic in the LA. Like sometimes I have such a skewed perception of space given the US because it's so big. And what do you mean you'd commute by hour? You commute for an hour or even 2 hours by your car. If I would commute, I already commute to an hour and I go from my freaking district that is almost the middle of nowhere to the city center where I work. And it takes me an hour. In 2 hours, I will get to the freaking airport, which is on the opposite side of the city. In my, It's I would drive 40 kilometers by public transit or 180 kilometers by the freeway. In 2 hours, and you tell me you need to commute to work like that, and I'm oh my god, I'm so sorry for all of you who need to go through that in order to freaking work. It's not worth it. Okay, so I think last thing, I'm making this stream a little bit longer. So I think the last thing I will do is to attach the legs properly. So they won't topple or anything when I will be putting the clay later on. Okay, let me just see how it looks like against the picture. Okay. And now attach the second leg in a place. And if the angle will be right, you won't be able to see the leg at all. So it will be just like in the reference picture. Oh yeah, you would not be able to pull out the, you know, the GTA like stands in LA given its traffic. And I'm not even talking about like the police or anything stopping you. I'm talking about just the traffic. Oh yeah, she's all coming together. Okay, I need to put... No, this leg is... okay, I need to maybe bend these legs out a bit, because right now I feel like, yeah, the figure is toppling. Okay, wait, I need to rip the leg. I'm sorry, Nina. Fortunately, you don't feel pain right now. It pains me as much as it pains you, which is which is not at all. Yeah, I need to... Okay, so... Like, this is an absolutely like hunched back right here from the view, which is like... I mean, I should stretch. But I don't. Living on the edge. Then Nina in the future will be like, oh my god, why did I not stretch? My back hurts. I will try to make it stable. Like I said, oh, there will be 3 connection points. Everything will be great. And now I struggle to make this figure stand. Okay. You still topple over because of the mess. How could I like counter that? Maybe a bigger like... Okay, it calls for more tape. I think when I change the curvature slightly and I will move the legs back a little bit and secure them properly, I will be able to make this figure stand on its own. Which is important because, oh my god, it needs to stand on its own. Like, what kind of figure will not be able to stand on its own? Like, a crop one. Also, I am wondering what my sister got me for Christmas. Because she was running out of idea, and one of the presents she said she might not come, and she asked Nina, do you have a spreadsheet where you have all your boxed Sims DLCs? And I'm like, yes, I do. And yes, I still want to collect them. Because I still don't have like a couple of Sims 1 DLCs in boxes, you know. And I'm like curious what she comes up with. Like, I recently started playing The Sims 3 to see how I feel about it. So far I'm kind of enjoying it. The build mode needs, I need to get used to it, but this was something that I was also like having an issue with when I first tried to play The Sims 3 back in 2009. Like, the build mode threw me off, and yeah. But I decided to go with a sort of plan and a sort of theme and just see how far I will go with it in The Sims 3. So if any of you watching the VOD or the stream has not seen my Sims 3 playthrough, like, head over to the proper playlist. I think there is a playlist. Head to the proper playlist. Okay, almost ending. Okay. I'm taking it. And yeah, head to the proper playlist and check out me playing with Ash Ketchum from Timu and Fluttershy from Wish as they try to live together and get a bunch of animals, because I love animals in Sims. Like, as someone who, you know, has a pet in house, like, I cannot imagine like not having like a cute creature like around, you know. So of course my Sims have to have pets. As much of a hassle as they sometimes are, like IRL too, like they have to have pets. Okay, so this is, oh, don't you dare topple over right now. Okay, so these are the three armatures, you know, that I will cover in clay, like in the future. I don't know how distant future we're speaking, but yeah. And oh, maybe I will make this ducky like lighting. I actually have a little LED light that I can like, you know, that I can like move So maybe if I will cut like a hole in the ducky, get rid of some of the foil inside, then maybe I will be able to make like a little like stars and stuff, so it will like shine. Maybe. Okay, so this is all I have prepared for you today. So next stream on Thursday, if I recall correctly, it will be Sims stream. So I will be playing my, yes, it's the Sims 2 stream. I will be playing my Rainbow Legacy, and you know, even though it's like, I think it's like summer in my Sims game, I will host a Christmas. I will make a Christmas party for my Sims, yes, and try to bring Santa, because I believe one of my Sims would gladly, you know, have Santa here and be like, yo, give me the money. So I think, yeah, we will try to get Santa here. Like last time the Santa was in this family was when her great-grandmother was around. It's been some time. So yeah, so it will be The Sims 2. Then on 23rd, I don't know if I will stream on 23rd. I might be occupied with like, you know, with preparations. If there will be a stream, it will be digital art. On 25th, no stream. 100, like 90% no stream. I will have like probably guests, or you know, it's holidays, so it would be kind of rude for my family if I would go and stream. And on 30th, it will be digital art. So yeah. Oh, thank you. I need to. I need to do. Once I move out, I think I will do a proper tour of like my trinkets and sculptures, because I have some, and every time I need to show you. No, you know what? I quickly show you something. I quickly show you the stuff that I'm really proud of. Just a moment. Yeah, so first one, this is my channel mascot. This is my penguin Nugget, and he is a desk helper, you know, holding tools, you know. Not very well, because I screwed up the hands and they are not as curved as they should be, and also the beak is like in the way, but you know, he's there, you know, he's trying his best. And you know what, I will also bring one and bring another one. Come on, don't fall. Don't fall. Okay, so I will show you this one first. I made a pumpkin, a very derpy pumpkin. Oh my god, stunned here, stunned. A very derpy pumpkin, as you see. Like it's this like, you know, there was a picture that someone made a pumpkin with such a tiny face, and it looks so derpy. And I, you know, like you can see the pattern. I'm pretty much like making a clay sculptures of memes. But I have this bit. This is a light. Come on, rotate. Oh yeah, this is an LED light. You rotate it. There is a little battery, but it makes it so that even though this is like for tea lights, I made it so it would fit a tea light. It fits the little battery, so it can actually lit up and be like, you know, derpy. And I think I can insert the same like light in here once I get rid of the foil, which, you know, it's the same thing that I did here. Like if you look closely, like all the inside is here is like not great. It's because it was like all foil in here, and you know, it's a hassle to sand it down. Nobody is seeing this, you know. So yeah. And okay, I have a couple of Pokemon sculptures, but they were given away for my sister, but I have the pictures of them, because I have a picture of every sculpture that everything that I do, because I want to remember this. Slideshow, yes. Explorer, yes. Okay. So I have made a Squirtle, a Ditto Squirtle. This is from my friend Sam. I made a forehead, also for my other friend. And for my sister, I made Jigglypuff. This one, it's really nice, but I actually did not use, I try to remember. This is one hefty boy. I think I don't remember if I used like any a foil inside. I did the, oh my god, where is this one? Oh, I did also Cubone for her. Yes, the mask like detaches, so I had to reimagine what the heck does he looks like inside. You know, and what else can I like? I made earrings, but they are here. Yes, with some like heads from Undertale characters. What I did else with clay? For my sister, I also did like BT21 characters. These are like from the BT, like something more in the K-pop and BTS fandom. And I did something else as well. What else I did? I try to remember. I did some pictures for secret. I did some sculptures for Secret Santas in the past. Some sculptures for Secret Santas in the past, but I don't think I am like comfortable to share them given the close nature of the server that they were given on. You know. So I think it would be it from the pictures, and a calling path. Wait, let me Google this. This must be some off-brand Pokemon, right? No, nothing like it doesn't yield in any results. But yes, but my creme de la creme, like everybody, when I showed it on my server, everybody loved it. Like not my server, but on the server that I'm on, everybody loved it. Look, it's a Pepe. Like the heart, like I made the heart like separately, you know, but it's a Pepe. Look at them. Look at him. Ah, yeah. Okay. I remember now. But yeah. Look. He can actually sit on its own, which is great. And unlike any other of my sculptures, this one actually can, like this one and this one can, you know, stand on their own. But this is actually like all I have prepared for you and all I can show you right now today. Once I move out, I for sure I will make one stream when I'm just organizing shelves that will be behind me, because I want the shelves behind me. I want the aesthetic cubicles, you know, for each of the aesthetic things I have, like one cubicle for sci-fi, one cubicle for Christmas because I love Christmas, one cubicle for like Disney movies, one cubicle for themes, you know, stuff that I love. So this is like I still have armature here for like a Psyduck and a Snorunt Pokemon, and I also mixed some clay for them. Yeah. But yeah, this is actually like all I have prepared for the stream today. So thank you all so much for watching, chatting, lurking, and spending some time with me. Next stream is Sims 2, so I hope you will stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and I will see you all next stream. So goodbye!